into myself. What a wonderful world.
Cześć, witam was bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Lilianne, Solis i na szybkim starcie, bo już mi się cutscenka włączyła. Witam was w pierwszym odcinku z story genshinowego, konkretnie z Alhaithama.
A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it.
Było trochę jak niczym praca magisterska.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting grand sage reviewed all
No
of
bo
our
już wiemy, kto
projects
jest tym
and gave us
wielkim
permission to
sage'em.
continue our research.
Czy
Acting
odpowiednia
grand
osoba? No
sage?
cóż.
That sounds like a new thing.
No nawet pan typ
I
ekranu
heard
to się
that
dziwi.
selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
Mondstadt? No my tam mamy kilku.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting grand sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! You think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him! He was one of my students, but he
Stary, nie
rarely
denerwuj
attended
się.
class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study.
Jak on to powiedział? Nie mogę.
What brazen
Stary się gorączkuje.
arrogance, misery of miseries, for the Akademii to have him as the acting grand sage?
Staruszku, weź, nie umieraj. Mamy tu medyka.
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Jak tam tukan skacze z tyłu.
Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting grand sage is from Haravatat.
Skąd? Z
Really?
pustyni?
Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him
Nie
myself, but he's a
spotkali
real hot
typa na tym
topic
samym
right
roku,
now.
okej.
Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
O nim nie został?
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting grand sage sure spread fast.
Aha, dobra, on chyba nie jest wielkim
People don't know
tym
who he is, though.
mistrzem, tylko
Guess he's less famous
pełni jego
than
funkcję
Paimon
albo
thought.
coś tam.
Some people are saying
Mojego
good
zadania.
things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now.
Stary był dobry.
He really doesn't like Alhaitham.
Jakiś hop tu idzie, ale gołąb. Czy to gruchacz?
Are you okay? You don't look too good.
Nachlany postoniowca.
Bamatra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to Amatra about something important.
Chłop się rozjeżdża, ale wie z kim, wie jak się nazywa i wie z kim chce rozmawiać.
You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to Amatra?
No, I have to tell them
O,
myself.
obudził się.
They're the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm?
What the fuck?
This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine, we'll take you to Amatra.
Ej, dobra, no i co? Wyprowadzimy niby teraz tego chłopa? Czy jak? O kurczę. Oni mówili ciszej, a teraz jest troszeczkę... O. Dobra, to jest jakiś random.
Hey there, excuse us, but is Sino at the Akademii?
You two look
Nie
familiar.
ma.
Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino?
Może?
I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd
Jak
like, I
zawsze.
can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
Nie,
We
my
ran
bardzo
into this
dziękujemy.
guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with
O, dalej jest
Amatra.
pijany jednak.
It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Nie, on nie chce gadać.
Siraj.
Co? Ty mojego crusha?
That name sounds familiar.
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent.
Dobra, jakiś
There are
crash
rumors
całej
he'll become
uczelni.
Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment.
Co to jakieś doktore?
He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave.
Matko.
Experimental equipment everywhere. I
Jakieś
ran as fast as I
365
could.
dni.
A little slower and he would have caught me.
There's no
Jezu.
rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting?
Wyciął mu
Where
nerkę.
is this cave?
Gdzie jest jaskinia? W ziemi. To fakt, typie.
You can't remember?
Jak ma
All I
pamiętać
remember
dziurę w ziemi,
is
w której został
Siraj
porwany?
walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird.
Chłop został
Like a
naćpany.
nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous and that they must be stopped.
Dobrze, panie typku.
I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even
Której
if what you
tawerny?
say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj.
Fajnie, że nam nie chciał powiedzieć, ale jak już ten typek tu stoi, to już sobie mówi spokojnie przy nas. A wcześniej nie
For
mógł.
that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
Co to jest wykrywacz kłamstw matry?
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol.
O nie, tylko
Sorry,
nie
but can
protokoły.
you two wait out here a little while?
Nie.
We'll be back soon.
Nie, nie czekajcie na nich. Aha. No właśnie, mówiłam, żeby nie czekać. Widziałam klatę.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Pojawił się.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas
Który to jest
passed the
Avar?
lie
On jest
detector
Avar?
test.
Eee...
This indicates that what he said is
Nie, to
highly
jest Avar,
credible.
dobra.
As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
A, no mówiłam, że on
After
prowadzi
hearing
te
about
jakieś
it, he
te...
left a message for Mahamatra
Rzeczy.
Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Prowadzi te zadania, co robił ten Grandmaster.
It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
Nie, oni się
You're
lubią.
overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time.
Leni się, po prostu.
In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, traveler?
Ale nikt nas nie
It's
zapraszał.
already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham
O,
to
właśnie.
participate in this investigation. As for you two, oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here.
Aha,
I'll
super.
allow you to accompany us,
Nie,
but you
zostaniemy
have to
przed
promise to
pasem.
keep everything confidential.
To wszystko, bo ja usta milczę jak grób.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawa researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories.
Dobra,
Seems he
ten zły
stumbled
jest w
upon this
tawernie.
information while escaping.
Okej.
Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Akademii right now.
I ten typek
He
nie
applied
jest
for
tutaj.
long-term off-site research 1 month ago.
Aha, i spieprzył.
It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
O Jezu, jaki rozkazy.
You already said that we're coming.
Dobra, let's go do tawerny. Gdzie jest tawerna? Daleko? Nie.
Time to go.
Drzwi! Co za chamsko zamykające się drzwi, gorzej niż w Biedronce. Masakra. Ale okej, tam jaki władcy w ogóle, nie? Czyżby władza uderzała mu do głowy?
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action?
Jeszcze nie wie.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Boże, jaki ma długi tytuł. Habilitowany doktor
Looks
10
like you haven't
wydziału.
read any memos lately. The new Akademii decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation.
Czyli Sina ma lepszą władzę.
If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Okej. O, mamy ochronę.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Ech, ten tak zawsze. Chodzi w słuchawkach w głowie w chmurach. Dokładnie, Paimon. Taki sam jak zawsze.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly.
Boże, ten
Arab has
zaczeka
just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
Też bym chciała wiedzieć.
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
Oczywiście, w poprzednim życiu.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
O mój Boże. To, nie, no sorry, to jest największy crush Akademii, no. Nawet nie wiesz o jego istnieniu.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met
poprzednim
you the
życiu.
first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
O, act
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
What the fuck,
Siraj?
już?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Nahida?
Acting Sage Alhaitham.
No, z grubej rury od razu.
Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the
Chłop jest
acting
trochę
Grand Sage?
przestraszony.
What have I gotten myself into?
Chyba trochę bardzo.
I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Alan ma zajebisty głos.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project.
A czemu tylko w waszym?
He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
No, taki kaliber.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the good
O
news
kurczę,
is,
przepraszam.
regardless of what
Nie
Siraj
chciałam
is
ci
planning,
przewinąć, panie
his
typku.
progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
Jezu, a czemu ty już chcesz uciec? On jest podejrzany.
He's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Nie, ja nie ufam temu czarnemu, o temu tu. Tej czekoladce.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that. However, I am curious. What do you need him for
A
exactly?
po co się pytasz? Kto pytał?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Akademii then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Ten jest... Araf jest podejrzany. Nie ufam mu.
Follow me.
Jej. Dokąd teraz? Aha, kapimy się na tarasie, no okej.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Hyman's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
Bo on na pewno coś tu ukrywa. Ma swoje motywy.
I thought you would have guessed the reason
No
by
właśnie.
Huh? Hyman has no clue. Hey, do you know?
now. Yes. We were classmates.
Uuu.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
Chce obronić kolegę z klasy albo wsadzić go za kratki. Są tylko dwie opcje.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Ham.
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
O kurczaczki, nie, to mi się kojarzy trochę z Dottore, trochę mocno.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the Akademii. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
Okej. Pozbyłeś się go.
That's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
No Dottore V2, nie? Brat bliźniak.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things
To nie będzie
again?
łatwe.
Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my
To jest
mind
mgła
is
covidowa.
shrouded in a thick mist.
Totalnie. Gości miał covida.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus.
Dajmy mu powąchać alkohol.
Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
No mówię, wódka.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on.
Zapomniał, kim jest.
The kind of person I am, the things I've done.
Właśnie.
I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Porozmawiać z
Do tell.
Alhaithamem.
The first is to get my paycheck from the Akademii
Nie
and give it to my
mogę.
younger sister in Gandharvaville.
Dobra, pieniądze są ważne,
I'm
wiemy
not
to.
sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
A jeśli siostra jest kochanką tego złego?
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Wie, że 2 rzeczy, ale nie wie jakie, okej.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Exactly.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so
Aż
much.
noc przyszła.
This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it.
Coś ci ubyło.
I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment.
Niezłe te proszki.
But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow.
Zdecydowanie proszki.
Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the Akademii called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge
Ty
there.
nie wiesz, kto tam rządzi? Myślałam, że ty znasz wszystkich. W podobnej randze.